Let's begin. All right, so we'll connect to our deep Ujjayi breath. Feeling the breath in the low belly and pelvic floor. Softly expanding the ribs, the low ribs. The mid ribs, under the sternum, into the upper ribs, under the collarbone. And do a little choiceful, energetic work today. So if there's a quality that you want to introduce into your system, whether it's a quality of peace or equanimity or warmth or clarity, love, a quality of mind, a quality of heart, a quality of body. Start to connect with that quality with your breath, through your breath. It may seem like quite a leap to get from that quality to the breath, but that is precisely the bridge that we strive to make. So in one part, I'm asking you to just do a little assessment. What do you need? How will we create this moment? Because we get to be responsible creators in our body. That's the cool, empowering, creative thing. And how can we start to weave that into this experience? The answer is the breath. But how you make that bridge is a great creative jump on your part. So just keep going for it. Just keep making that quality breath. Quality breath experience. We're going to set up for a seated spinal twist in either a cross-legged position or a half lotus. Let's go right over left. I'm going to go with half lotus. And with our right leg over our left leg, that means we'll twist to our right. So inhaling, get the feet active, just gently plugging those sit bones down. Exhaling, we'll turn to right. The right hand can be placed either on the ground or you can grab your foot. So this kind of practice of what quality do we want to weave into the moment, and then to start breathing that quality through this cellular matrix. It's a kind of a visioning practice. We keep falling and stepping into this quality that may not quite be evident yet. So we keep there's a little bit of a reach, a little bit of a search, a little bit of a receptive, where's that quality? How can I feel that? How can I breathe that into being right now? And release. Inhale, let's unwind. We'll switch the cross of the legs. Left over right. Inhaling. Feel the ribs both expand and telescope up and up and up. Exhale, we'll turn to our left. So we've got left over right seated twist. And releasing, inhale, unwind. Unwind from twist. And let's do a move we did earlier. I'm losing track a little bit of when we did this, so we're just doing it again. If you have access to the sole of your foot, I'm going to put a little bit of pressure or massage into this ball mount. So generally it's the big ball mount of the foot. Now I'm not right on the center of the ball. I'm actually, and more specifically, a little to the side, and I can feel the space right between my 2 foot bones. Okay. So in some energetic traditions, we'll just get a nice little grip on there, or you can use your thumbs, however you want to grab or massage it. Just going to pressure in and connect to your deep Ujjayi breath. So you can make little circles, you can massage it, you can hold pressure. Yeah. So the name of this point in some traditions is called the gushing spring. And so it can be a really wonderful spot to connect with. You know, I'm a big fan of finding these master key entry points into our body, and this just happens to be one of them. This feeling for relaxing the jaw, Let's relax this side and let's change sides. So if you give yourself access to the other foot, I'm going to point specifically. It's about right there. Yep. And then I'm going to grab it a little more generally. I like my thumbs for this. I can use both thumbs. And I'm pressing in a way where I can feel right between those two foot bones. Now, really important as we press that we breathe. Just as you're pressing into that part of the foot or massaging that part of the foot, just take careful note what you feel. Whether you feel the exact same as you did a moment ago, or if you feel a little hesitancy or just any change of experience. What's been really fun over the months, over the years, is we can do this for ourselves. We can feel into one part of the body to really explore and feel the whole body. And as we do this for ourselves, it becomes possible that we can do this with others. We can sense into an area. And as we sense into an area, we actually can sense into the whole body. So, gateways within gateways. You know, if we really want to take this practice in and deep and deep and deep, maybe by pressing into this point on your body and feeling into this point in your body, you may start to get access into this point in all bodies. It can sound far-fetched, but sometimes it just sounds a little funny, but it seems true. All right, let's release that. We'll set up for dolphin. We'll go elbows under shoulders. Oh, let me revise that. We'll work this evening flash prep. So it's a dolphin variation, and let me visually remind you, it's one forearm down, and the other palm, when placed, renders the elbow up. Remember that. So I'm going to go left forearm down and right palm in front of my right knee. My right elbow is off the ground. And with these staggered hands, I'm going to push, turn on the chest muscles. Now inhale into upper back and sides of ribs. Now keep weight in both feet and both hands as you exhale, the knees off the ground. Now once I press up, might be because of my long limbs, sometimes I have to readjust my right hand. I'm adjusting it, and now as I look at my right forearm, it's now vertical. So now pull that right elbow toward your right shin. Weight in both feet. In fact, I'm pressing through those gushing spring points. Right where I'd massaged, I'm pressing and I'm feeling for even weight distribution between those points. And gently set the knees down. We'll change sides. So it's right forearm down, left palm planted near the left knee. My left elbow is off the ground. On your exhale, press the knees up once again and feel weight in both ball mounts of feet. Feel weight in both sets of arms, hands, shoulders. With this staggered position, it's very easy to kind of shift the weight into one side more than the other. Make a concerted effort to have weight in both feet rather similarly, and both shoulders and hands rather similarly. Yes, you might even do well, Brett, to send more weight into your left hand. Aha, yes. Go ahead. Keep going. Yeah, now you can really push the ground with that left hand. That's it. There it is. All right, gently set the knees down. We'll keep revisiting these staggered arm positions, but for now, let's lie on our back. And we'll be working an elbow to knee variation where one palm presses the thigh. The pressure does a few things for us. The pressure, on one hand, can light up the abdominals a great deal more, and then two, it gives me a chance to move my skeleton so that I can feel some freedom in my pelvis and hip. Here we go. Inhale the head and the shoulders off the ground. Curl tailbone. Exhale, left leg reach straight up. Left palm press thigh. So there's the pressure. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend left knee. Curling tailbone. Exhale. Right leg straight up, right hand presses right thigh. Let the pressure turn on those abdominals. It's okay to do that. We're going to need those anyway, so pull low belly down. Okay. Let's add some details. Inhale, bend the right knee. Spreading breath into that low back, curl tailbone. Exhale, left leg reaches, left hand presses. Now as you press, reach up through that ball mount of left foot where you had massaged. It may even have some heightened sensitivity still. Pull low belly down. Inhaling, bend left knee. Curl tailbone, exhale, right leg reaches up. Right hand presses right thigh. And as I press, abdominals turn on and reach through the ball mount of that right foot where you had massaged. Feel that area, that space in your foot. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend right knee. We'll do just a few more. Curl tailbone, exhale, left leg reaches, left hand presses. The abdominals turn on. This is great. Feel that ball mount of foot. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend left knee. Curling tailbone, exhale, reach right leg up. Use right hand to pressure the right thigh. Yep. Feel through that ball mount of right foot. As your attention moves through the leg, finds that point on the foot, your attention, almost like a geyser, just moves right through that point. Inhale, bend the right knee. Now we'll do one more on each side. Let's do those on our own. Just one more. Yeah, feel all the way to the ball of the foot. Is that a funny image? You can rest when you're done with those. You know, at the carnival, there's those games where the sledgehammer hits the lever, drives the metal weight up to the bell. Okay. There's just a little bit of effort that we enact to help kind of move our attention through these areas of our body. We want to reach them. We want to reach our attention, our feeling awareness into these areas of our body. We kind of want to capillarize our body with our feeling awareness. All right, so we're going to use our roll, or you can use a block, and we'll do just one more abdominal this evening, abs with a roll. Bring the legs straight up. And play some energetic carnival games with our abdomen and our legs and our feeling, right? Inhaling into the low belly like you're filling a reservoir. Your abdomen is a space that you fill up with your breath, and I'll squeeze that roll, curl tailbone, and as you exhale, lift the head and the shoulders up. And feel moving your sensitivity like a bloodstream right through the hips, right through the legs, right through the calves, finding those ball mounts of feet, and pull low belly down. Inhaling as you set the head down, let up the squeeze a tad. Hold breath, squeeze, roll, curl tailbone, exhale, head and shoulders off the ground, tracking from the belly through the pelvis, the inner thighs, inner calves, ball mounts of feet. Pull low belly down. Inhaling, head down. I'll talk through just one more. Hold breath, squeeze, roll, curl tailbone, exhale, head, shoulders, lifting them up. Keep the squeeze and feeling continuously through the leg, through the knee, through the calves, the inner ankles, the space of the foot. Pull low belly down. Inhale, set the head down. The last two on our own. And if we can notice where we're noticing, if we can feel how we're navigating through our body, we can start to pick up on are these incomplete pathways, these through lines through the body. You'll start to learn how your attention can move smoothly through the body or move through the body in an encumbered way. You may feel a little stuckness or a little sluggishness somewhere, or fuzziness where it's not entirely clear. When you're entirely through, we'll set the head down, we'll set the feet down. All right. When you turn over and press up, we'll be using a wall to work dolphin on the wall. And we'll all do dolphin on the wall, which is that 90-degree angle inversion. I'll talk it through in a minute. Your legs will help lift you away from your elbows. So to set this up, get my heels close to a bit of baseboard and get the elbows under the shoulders. Forearms, place them out in parallel. Inhale into the sides of the ribs. Exhale the knees off the ground. We're in dolphin. So one more step. Inhale, step 1 foot hip height. Exhale, follow up with the other foot, hip height. Now we're in dolphin at the wall. How do you connect to that quality of breath, that quality of energy right here in this pose? Yeah. So I really feel for those heels getting in the wall. Even though a lot of walls will feel a tad slippery, just feel that heel pressure. And as you get that heel pressure in the wall, those inner legs working, those buttock muscles working, help lift the the sit bones up away from the elbows. Let's go 2-3 deep breaths more. Really push through those forearms. That's it, Andrew. Feel where that breath goes, but under the spine and the sternum. Really push through those shoulders. Push, push, push. There you go, that's it. And when you're ready to exit, set 1 foot down, 2 foot down, and we'll place the knees down. Whew. There's always that. I see it. Come on up to standing. We'll take the top of our mat. Feel the shoulders relax down. Feel the face muscles soften. Inhale, reach the arms up. Feel the heels sinking down into the earth. Exhaling, fold forward. Neck relaxed. Okay. We're going to step back into pyramid. Inhale, step your left foot back about 3 feet straight back. And we're in this forward fold or pyramid. Now, I was mentioning this recently. I'm going to get a couple of blocks out in front of me. This does raise my hands. The reason, and this is an option, you don't have to do it this way. With my hands raised, I'll now use my hands like in downward dog, and I'll push. I'm pushing those blocks away from my foot. Now my sit bones shift back. I feel much more weight in my left foot now. It's gotten really light on my right foot. Deep breath. Now if you don't have blocks, then just opt for the fold where you prop your hands on your leg or The nice thing about having the hands elevated is I find I can actually wrap or rotate my arm bones, or wrap my shoulders with just a little bit more. It's like turning the crooks of your elbows to point forward. And bend that right knee. Step that left foot back even more. Warrior one. Push down through those feet and those legs. Inhale, the arms up. Exhaling, reach out through every single fingertip. Now those points that we had massaged on the sole of our foot, feel those points again. Okay? And just in a general, kind of a general way, just finding those points. You feel how that helps route our feeling into our legs, into our feet, in the direction of the ground. So you notice our attention can move directionally. Inhale, set the hands down. Exhaling, downward dog. Step the right foot back. Okay. Now, reach back through the sit bones. So I'm using my legs as if I want to lift the weight of my pelvis away from my wrists. Pyramid. Inhale, left foot forward. Now, if you just simply want to fold, that is available. I'm going to use the block so my hands are up slightly. Means it's a less intense stretch on my left leg, but what I can accomplish is shifting my sit bones back away from my hands, and I, in effect, get this quality of lengthening through my trunk with outstretched arms. We're breathing deeply. That part's true. And there's a quality that as we keep returning to it, as we keep using our breath to bridge that quality into our body, right? We're starting to creatively vision that into our person. All right, bend that left knee. Wriggle that right foot back another several inches for warrior one. I'm going to push down through those feet. Inhale, press the torso up, reaching arms up. Exhaling, fan the hand bones, reach out through those fingertips. Inhale. When we set the hands down, exhaling, let's step the left foot back, and you get to set your knees down. So I want to make sure we get this next setup correctly. Right. I'm going to take my right hand and move it forward, about 6 or 8 inches. So again, my hands are staggered. And take my left hand and pull it back toward my knee, few inches. So we did this move earlier, right? We had the hands staggered. Now, right arm, the forward arm, bend the elbow. Just the right arm is working turbo dog. And just the left arm is working that flash prep. Oh, you got it. So right hand forward, left hand staggered closer to the knee. So both elbows bent. Inhale into the back of heart. Curling toes under. Exhale, press the knees off the ground. So again, that right elbow is bent. The left elbow is just bent more. Now I'm pulling that left elbow toward my left shin. I'm tweezing that right elbow in toward to turn on my chest muscles. And gently set the knees down. Okay? I'm going to switch sides. All right. So now my left hand goes forward, my right hand comes toward the knee. My hands are staggered, both elbows bent. My left arm is doing turbo dog. My right arm is doing that flash move. On exhale, here we go. Come on up, knees up. Both elbows bent. And I'm pulling that right elbow at my right shin. I'm reaching that left elbow toward the ground. I want to get that wrap of shoulder. Yeah, you can bend that left elbow, Brett. There you go. Now squeeze, roll that elbow and keep turning that. Yes, yes, yes. Put some weight in that right hand. Oh, deluxe. So you got that left arm tweezing, chest muscles on, elbow reaching down, and you've got that right elbow reaching back. So very different things going on those shoulder blades. Let's set the knees down. You get a rest. So now, when we get our hands under our shoulders, symmetrically, and we press back, now that downward dog, or that turbo dog, may feel like a cakewalk. Inhale, step. What we do, the right foot forward, vertical splits. If you need your blocks, go ahead and grab them. We'll raise the left leg up. Now, if your palms are on the ground, reach the elbows toward your calf. So this way I'm kind of wrapping the shoulders. Now, if you do have the palms on the ground, I want you to, with wrapped shoulders, push. Inhale, set that left leg down to the ground. Set the knee down. We'll set up pigeon. Walk the right foot to the left side of your mat. Lie the shin down. All right, arms get a rest. I'm going to fold down onto my forearms. Now, while my hands or my forearms are on the ground, I can very gently, just suggestively lengthen through core. Inhale, walk the hands back under your shoulders. Sit on your right hip and bring your left leg all the way around. And we're going to get into a cross-legged position. Left over right. Go half lotus if half lotus is available. Go cross-legged. Otherwise, do tolasana. Now, if in the event you have no problem doing lotus, go ahead and do lotus. I'm just going to talk through half lotus. So my hands down right beside my hips. Now, it's fine if this bottom leg remains on the ground. Inhale into the low belly, low back. Exhale, push the ground until the butt starts to lift off the ground. This is a good place to take a deep breath. oh. Yeah, just keep pressing. Hold that butt off the ground. Now, yes, you can kind of draw the thigh bones toward the chest. And some people even lift this foot off the ground. And release. Okay. Let's unwind. Downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, vertical splits. Draw the right foot up. Now again, if your palms are fully on the ground, bend those elbows and get those shoulders to wrap. So as I tweeze and pull my elbows at my calves, I clear the neck and the upper back. Then, that's just the first part. If my hands are on the ground, if my shoulders are wrapped, then begin to push the ground. Inhale, set that right foot down for pigeon. Set the right knee down. Walk the left foot over. And we'll lie the shin down. Pigeon. as I walk the hands back, I'm just going to have a seat on my left cheek. Carefully and smoothly drag this right leg around. I'm going to set up tolasana on this other side. So I'm taking that half lotus. I'm putting my right foot over my left leg. Palms down beside my hips. I get my feet active. Inhale into the low belly. My fingertips pointing forward. Exhale, push. Now, however much moves from the ground, just push and breathe. The butt may lift a little bit off the ground or a lot. And release just by setting the butt down. We'll unwind. We'll just make a very easy transfer into downward dog. Hands under shoulders. Press back. All right, let's set the knees down. We'll do one more item of fun. We'll need a block. Well, I'll show you with a block. You may not need a block. All right, so kind of going back to that flash prep, I'm going to show you this with the left forearm down and the right elbow up. So we'll take this one side, the other side. So now my block is set up in front of my right forearm. Then I can use it to step and keep my foot up. I connect my shin to my right tricep. So that may be how you want to play with this. Okay, 2 or next, you may play around with raising the back foot up. Okay. So, let's set it up. We'll go left forearm down. We'll go right palm down. Now, so I have room for this block. I'm feeling this out right now. I've actually moved the block just a little bit in my hand to the outside of my right knee. So it's just a little wider. That's all. Okay. On exhale, start by pressing both knees off the ground. Perfect. So option 1 is work right here. Option 2 is step your right foot onto the block. Good. Now with the foot on the block, you can start to get the shin on the arm. And you might just want to get it nestled in there, holding that and breathing. If you want that next iteration, it's raising the left foot off the ground. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Good. Now push with all of those things. Push with the hands, push with the foot. That's it. Push. Reach through that left foot all the way to that ball mount, Andrew. There it is. Yes, active legs matter. Sweet. We got some airborne. Set that left foot down, step off the block, take a rest. Isn't that kind of fun? We're going to do the other side. All right, so we've got the right forearm down. We've got the left palm down. The block is behind my left wrist. Press the knees up first. Just check, making sure everything feels workable. Step left foot on top of the block. And if everything feels pretty well meshed up, we can raise the right foot off the ground. Sweet. Sweet. Inhaling, set that foot down. We'll step off the block. Let's remove the block. And for a little unwind from that, we'll do some shower at the wall. So let's just straight away stand up. Find that wall or surface. Countertops are a pretty good height. And while standing about 3.5 feet away from the wall, I hinge. And now with my body in a right angle, reaching my palms away from my sit bones away from my palms. And I'm feeling for it becoming lighter in my wrists. So my sit bones are lifting pressure and compaction out of my wrist joints. I'm lengthening back. With each deep breath, any compaction between the ribs and the spines starts to dissolve. That's a beautiful thing about a deep breath. And feeling into those palms and those wrist joints. Can feel into the entire body. There you go. Go right through the palm, right through the thumb, right through the palm, inner wrist, inner left wrist. There you go. There you go. Inner right wrist. Open up that thumb, right thumb. Mm-hmm. And to exit, step forward and stand up. All right, let's lie back for Shavasana. So, getting a little blood circulating through those shoulders and arms, not to mention energy, prana, chi. Now, because and since your hands, your arms are a little more jazzed up, I'm just guessing, this is a nice moment to place those healing hands anywhere you need them on the body. So often when I do a kind of an arm intensive meditation like that, it's like from hand to arm to heart can feel really buzzy, really, there's a little like prana pump about it. It's really full and alive. And so you can place those hands wherever you need them on your body, and with your breath, letting all of that wonderful energy you've cultivated circulate in to wherever it's needed. I'm going to share a practice with you that you can do when you're out in nature. I love to do this with the old trees. As you put your hands on the tree and you breathe. And you listen. And you listen with your hands, just like you're doing now with your body and its wisdom. You feel for the particular way energy and intelligence moves in another system. When you're ready, bend knees. Turn to a side and press to seated. Namaste.